Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Nice to see you. I hope you can all hear me. I was standing in front of the shed looking at the combines and they've both just disappeared. If you wonder why I'm standing here in front of an empty shed, but there we go, that is what's happening. How are we all doing? Nice to see you on this wonderful Wednesday evening. Of course, happy Wednesday morning to everyone on the other side of the world. How are we all? I'm trying to get my Discord to go. I can hear people joining, but I can't actually hear them talking. Very, very strange. Not sure what's going on there. Not sure what's going on. That's alright. I imagine it's probably an audio setting. Output device. Let's have a look. Yep, output device is working. Input device is working. Who knows? Who knows? There we go. Now I can hear them. Now I can hear them in there. Right, so welcome back to Huron County, to the multiplayer server, for a lot more fun again tonight. Right, getting myself all sorted out. How are we all doing? It's nice to have Huron here tonight. Nice to have you here, buddy. Of course, we've got Hanson and Pro Farmer are both in here with me at the moment as well. We've got some soybeans over here to harvest. Not actually sure. I need to turn my names back on so I can see who's who. Let's have a look. Here we go. There they all are. That lineup. It's like a criminal lineup, isn't it? Which one was it? Who did it? Who done it? Anyhow, nice to see you, Chinook. Hello, mate. How are you? Nice to see you, Brady. Are you down in the South Island for the night? Are you, or you're away for a while? Corpnut, nice to see you, buddy. Strody, good morning, my friend. Good to see you. Empty Pockets, hello. Great to have you here. Hello, Yoss. Nice to see you, buddy. Nice to have you here. Nismo, what's up, mate? How you doing? Daniel, welcome along. And Mrs. Professor, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Doing well. So, we are harvesting this field of soybeans. So, jump back into the map. Since last week, we were working in that field there, harvesting that one. It's since been seeded. We've got something growing there. Added these two fields to the map, or to the farm. Those two there have been added in, growing and doing their thing. So this is the only one we've actually got to harvest at the moment. So there we go. Hey, Mr. Goham, how are you? I was meant to do that to you last week. The old, how are you, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday indeed. So yeah, we're just going to jump straight into some combining. Straight into getting this all harvested. It's not going to take us too long, of course. Soybeans don't take too long to fill up a combine or anything like that. And, well, they do take a while to fill up a combine. So it's going to take not too long, though, with two combines in here. Should be good. See if that rocks around too much. You've released the kiddo. Oh, goodness. We should be concerned. We should be afraid. So I think it means once we get this harvested, we will have to, I think, plough this field. I think it needs ploughing, and then I don't know if we'll have time, but we might even see about getting it seeded, or at least prepped to be seeded again. Probably go close, actually. Two combines in here, we're probably going to chew through it pretty quick. You're free. And welcome home. What's it like to be home? Good to be home? Nice to sleep in your own bed again. It's one of those rocky headers. It's too low on that fence and it sort of rocks around quite a bit. G'day John, how are you? Good morning. Welcome along. Happy Wednesday to you. I was thinking about jumping onto Court Farms actually tonight, but I decided we'd stay with our Huron County. It seems every man and his dog's been on Court Farms after our conversation last week. So that was one of the thoughts, but that's right. Been weird for sure. You missed your own bed, and it's nice to have all your computers and gear back. working on laptops, I think I edited one video, the horse video, while I was away on my laptop, and it sucked. Granted, I didn't take my mouse with me, so I was doing it off the trackpad as well, which was even worse, but yeah. Not the most user-friendly of things, are they? But still better than trying to haul a big computer around. Hey, Finnish Farmer, how you doing? How are you? Yes, it's been a funny old week since I've been back. I've kind of haven't been able to get back into the swing of things too much. It's been busy, catching up on work and all of that sort of carry on. Hence the distinct lack of videos from me over the last wee while. And I still haven't even finished editing my vlog video. Morning, Mark, how are you? Nice to see you, mate. You're fortunate you had a mouse in your MacBook, because one with your editing computer, but it's still good to be home. Oh, my laptop's grunty enough. It's got a 2070. It's the mobile, obviously mobile one, but it's still got a 2070 in it. But it's just, yeah, I should have taken a mouse. Anyhow. Did you have 90% of your... Have you not seen his studio, Yoss? Like, had 1% of his gear with him. Looking forward to the vlog. It will come. I just need to finish it. Hey Christoph, how are you? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Back on New Zealand time. I am, Mark. Oh, we're full. Completely not paying attention. Yes, no, back to normal time, and body clocks adjusted back to everything as well. It took longer than I thought, and I was I must admit, well, you were away for a football tournament over the weekend, and I was incredibly tired after that. It took it out of me, even though I wasn't playing or anything. It was a bit of hard work. I did have a lot with you. Great to see Farmer Cop got his gear back. It's exciting. Got his bag finally. Hey, Finnish Farmer, thank you very much for becoming a member. Great to have you here. Very much appreciate that. Thank you. It's nice to see you all tonight. Hope you've had a good few days so far this week. Of course, get over the hump. That is Wednesday. Do have my whiskey here, so cheers everyone. Complete with a little drop of water. Sophisticated the palate. At least that's what they said. Takes 1 day per hour difference to recover. That's interesting. So technically, for us it'd be 12 hours. Now 12 days. Which I'd just about be on now, wouldn't I? Sunday, not quite, end of this week. Hey Marius. I'm doing well, thank you, doing well. Good to be back in the saddle, so to speak. Back in the operator's chair. Still grappling with a little bit of lag issues, but it is what it is. So happy he's got his back. Yeah, such a relief. Oh. Well, we're gonna get through this field very quickly, and get through the tasks we've got ahead of us very fast. Might see if there's a contract or something to do. I'm sure there will be. There always is. Evening, Grant. How are you? Good to see you. Right now, how are we going to do this? I kind of need to open the field up a little bit, but... Probably could have gone that way and Huron could have carried on going around, but... We'll cut back down and maybe try and do a straight line through the middle of the field and take this little wedge bit out of here. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We'll bluff it like we normally do. Could even slow the combines down and actually harvest at 6 miles per hour. Alright, let's have a look. Let's see if we can turn our GPS on. Let's see what happens if we do this. The question will be, I don't think we're going to make it through the middle of the field. So we'll have to cut a bit in and out. While that's doing that, I'm just going to put a bit in there. Alright, there we go. All up and going. A nice use of different combine today, actually. I was looking forward to getting into the Fendt as a change from the John Deere. Different shade of colour. Always funny when you hop in this and it's got no steering wheel. Pretty cool though. Using the joystick. Obviously the one there on the left for steering. Put your feet up on the pegs and relax, really. Great bit of vision. Just needs to be a little less bouncy, and then it'll be perfect. Mrs. Sim Gamer, hello, welcome. Pleasure to have you here. No need to apologise. We've only been going 10 minutes and there's never... You can never be late. We're going to make it. We're not going to make it. Too late now to cut out on an angle. We're going to go close. We're going to be so close, but no. Alright, we have to wait now. Probably should cut a little bit in so we can go in a little bit more. I mean, the smallest cut-in the world. That'll work though. That'll give us enough space. Alright. Easy. Done. Apologies for not having coffee. You weren't prepared with coffee at your desk, Yos. I expected more. I expected more. How was the rest of the holiday in Germany? It was great, Christoph. Thank you very much. Yep, and that was a beautiful, nice time in Munich, which is where we spent all the time. So FSG dropped us off at his hotel. We're on his way back to the airport, and yeah, we just hung out in town and went and saw some different sites. BMW Museum. Had a look around the Olympic Park. Deutsche Museum, walked through the English Gardens, went out to Dachau. What else did we do? Stood in the square with thousands of other tourists and watched the Glockenspiel. laughed when people clapped at it, as if there was someone up there performing. I was like, it's kind of an interesting response is to clap, but... Drank some quality German beer, which has led to me now looking at websites in New Zealand where I can buy German beer from. Oh, let's get a straight line. That's going to be a horrible, horrible line. Horrible, horrible line. That's a good little wiggle. We'll tidy that up. Good fun then by the sounds of it. Yes it was. Yes it was. Good way to finish off a fantastic couple of weeks. Alright. How full's that grain cart? It's only 80% full. Lots of space in that one actually. It's a good one. It's a good one to use. So yeah, after all our discussion last week about Court Farms and not wanting to miss out on that, it looks like I have missed the boat. It sort of dropped the very next day and I haven't had a chance to look at it properly. I knew I'd miss it. Just missed it. Actually funny, I was going to do a 5-minute farmer on Court Farm and I was going to be a contractor. I gave FSG some ribbing the other day when he dropped his contractor series. It's like, damn you stole my idea. Can't do that now. Seems like everyone wanted to be a contractor on Court Farms. It's actually, because of the size of the fields, Christoph, I think it's quite a good way to play it, because you can get to see a lot of the map, get around all the different fields. I've had a quick look around. I was going to use the start and spring mod, but I set it up and had a quick look with that, and it only had grass fields, and I was like, well, that doesn't work for a contractor, but the start from spring mod was breaking that and setting every field as grass at the start. Yeah, they are. I mean, there's what, 100 fields on a small map, not very big fields, which is kind of cool. A bit of a change from, think about Carlson Farms had only 20 or 30 fields. Hey Raymond, how are you? Good to see you, good evening. Any news on Hawk's Aussie map? No. I was thinking about that actually the other day. I was going to drop him a line. I messaged him just before I went away and he seemed to think it wasn't too far away from being released, so... Not too sure what happened there. So I might I'll drop him another note actually at some stage and find out. I was looking forward to. It's another one I was looking forward to. I'm hoping now everyone's going to be too busy playing Court Farms that when American Falls comes out in a wee bit, we'll go and play on that instead. Gosh, we're almost going to be full before we get to the end of here again. Alright. Pick that up, turn around, and we'll go back down this way. No, don't do that again. There we go. Got it. Get to jump on them on American Falls instead. That's right, Jason. That's right. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Nice to see all the members in the chat tonight. Always love looking over and seeing all those green names shining up there. So thank you all very much, everyone who's a member. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Hey, Steel, how you doing? Nice to see you. Alright. Hanson over here. And then we'll be able to keep going. Of course, that John Deere has a much bigger grain tank, so it's actually probably a good idea. Good idea having Huron running down that side with the bigger combine. He can have a bigger tank as he goes down that side. Alright. Time flies. Keep it up, mate. Thanks. You're on 8 months, mate, already. Wow. You're only only another month away from the baby being born. Good video on fixing the gates on Court Farms. Oh, I haven't seen that, Mark. I'll have to have a look. You're going well. Green members look good, especially if the majority aren't gifted, meant they had made decisions. But yeah, exactly. Of course, the gifted memberships are equally as appreciated. It'd be kind of cool actually to be able to differentiate between those who have chosen to support the channels and those who have been invited to. One way to put it, I suppose. FSG needs to check in the archives to make sure Jeb's family wasn't from that area. Sounds like he's dealing with dodgy people again. Well, so we joked about it, not in that regard, but he's when I said to him, oh, I was going to do that, he's like, just do it anyhow. He said we could intertwine the storyline somehow. Oh goodness, we're playing 2-bit gaming there. We could integrate the story somehow, but I did think about the fact I could have been the big bad contractor in the map, but decided not to. I was actually sitting down today and did a little bit of a schedule on how I can get back to doing some more regular content, and I'm kind of actually quite limited in the amounts of evenings that I have time to record and edit and things like that too, so it'll be what it'll be. It'll be what it'll be. Hey Strady, how you doing? Alright. Uncut raw. You did wonder if it was going to evolve into the new multiplayer series. Haha. No, but that thought did cross my mind too actually when you started that. I was like, oh, maybe we could have been the series, but no. No, that's not what we're doing. Can't believe you guilted FSG into buying a jet, wasn't the first. I loved the fact that he said, I liked his comments about the fact that he, how much he loves washing equipment. That made me laugh the most, still. Everyone keeps laughing at you. So tell me your idea, Yos. What's the uncut raw? Tell me it. Go on. I'll try not to laugh. Just record. Do you know I was thinking about doing a video, like a little series, and just play the way I first played without trying to structure it around any sort of, you know, storyline or role play or anything like that. Goodness. What's my ping sitting at? About 100. It's not too bad. About normal. So I used to play like you know, if this was the first time I played on like Shamrock Valley, I'd set a contractor going here with the harvester, and then I'd go off and I'd have another job I was doing somewhere else, and it might have been baling the straw. So while the combine's running, I'm off baling straw, and then the combine gets full, so I have to jump back into the grain cart and go and empty the grain cart, or empty the combine, And sometimes I'd have two combines up and running, I'd be trying to bale at the same time. It was just all over the place. It was good fun. Could be a good one actually. I thought about doing it for a live, like the live stream series. Just play. Just play. That's what's cool about these multiplayer games, is you just jump on and just play. It's just on big fields, that's all. Look at that, we've already got some lime on the field. Goodness. It's how most people play until they discover courseplay. Did I get the oaks fields harvested? My canola field on the oaks? I have indeed. Yep, that has been done, and I've got a video for that edited. Just not uploaded yet. I missed out on doing some more grass work for sheep down on his farm. What is it? Twin Streams Ranch, is it? Can't remember the exact name, but yeah, missed out on doing his work for him. Howdy farming, how you doing? Just popped in for a quick cuppa. Nice to see you, mate. Hope all is well in your world. You've got me back at the right time. I'm driving with the auger on the right side and no one's running over the crops. It's because Chinook's not online. I want to say Twin Creek. Yeah, I think it's Twin Creek. That sounds right. Twin Creek Farms, Twin Creek Cattle Co. Something like that. You haven't really left your corner. It's funny, isn't it? I think as the farms get bigger, like I'm hoping some of the farms can start to expand and get a few more fields and that, but there's limited options actually in that smaller, cheaper field market at the moment, so interesting to see what happens. I started harvesting yesterday, farming. Impressive. What have you started harvesting? What are you working on first? Pretty clear that Huron's Hanson's favourite. So he's managed to keep him up and running, and I get stuck here waiting. I think he's down the end there somewhere. Can't even open my menu. Oops, not that one. Oh, there we go. Winter barley, however, the weather isn't playing ball. So just wet, is it farming? Too wet to harvest? Maybe a heatwave in Europe, but most definitely not one in UK. That's funny actually you said that, because we saw it on the news tonight about... Oh. Where are we going? The news tonight was talking about the heat wave, and we sort of had a look at what the temperature was in Munich and things like that, and then I saw what Edinburgh's temperature was. Had to chuckle at it. Not as tropical as other parts of the world. $45 mils over the weekend in various scuds while cutting yesterday. Those, you love those little clouds that just pop up out of nowhere and rain. Land rich and cash poor. Can't see any of the farms expanding for. Yeah, it'll be interesting actually. It'll be interesting. I don't. This is one thing I haven't really paid attention to and followed along is the cash position of some of the farms. What I need to do, I might try and do a year-ending summary, sort of get to the end of the first calendar year, get into December and see where all the farms are sitting, and see what changes. Give him a hurry up, it's taking too long. See who's got the bigger fence. My fence bigger than your one. Farming, it's tough going, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. In fact, Farmer Hamish was saying exactly the same thing to us in chat with talking about some logging league things. And he said about he doesn't know why anyone makes a living farming. That was day one. Challenge, eh? Whoa. Why is my menu button not working? Let's have a look. Not many passes left. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're already ploughing as well. Oh, that's the mulcher, I think, isn't it? Isn't updated yet. There we go. Yep. Some mulching. So did you manage to tour all the Scottish distilleries? I could be in Scotland for a year, Steelhorse, and I don't think I'd manage to tour all the distilleries. But we did get to one. FSG took us down to one called The Borders, which is actually a very young distillery. It was only opened in 2018. And they still haven't released their first single malt. Well, I say they have? Not really. They still haven't released a single malt yet. I think, what did they say? It was 8 years. Does that make sense? Sure they said it was 8 years, but it doesn't make sense with 2018 and 2023, does it? But yeah, that was very interesting. Interesting to hear about the whole process. And they currently they're making vodkas and gins because they can obviously take some of the alcohol out before the finishing the whiskey process, and take some of that out and make gin and vodka and sell that straight away. I'll turn around, I'll show you. We got a little sample. Yeah, they had two. I can't remember what it's called now. I didn't have enough room in my bags and I didn't want to travel all the way to FarmCon around Munich with a couple of bottles of whiskey in my bag, so we didn't actually buy anything big. But alright, where's that little bit I missed before? Over there. How do I do that? Why are the wheels on the header? We've had this conversation before somewhere. Which one is it? No, not that way. Both mouse keys. Ah, there we go. Ah. Let's see, that's probably fixed it. Alright, sorry, I was just getting instruction. Lower the wheels and you stop it from shaking. FSG took to a place where they hadn't finished making the product. Pretty much. Pretty much. Hey Dazed, how you doing? Checking it's not 10 minutes in the past again. No, it is currently 9:35 PM my time, which would make it, what, 10:35 AM for you? I believe it's the minimum for 3 years to age for a single malt. Yeah, I can't remember what they said it was. I'm sure they said it was, maybe they said it was maybe they wanted to get to 8 years. Maybe it's only 5 years old for their first one and they wanted to give it another 3. That might make sense. So they were going to take it out as a bottler as an 8-year-old. Hey Grandman, how you doing? Made it in. Welcome, good to see you. Check back in 10 minutes, Dazed. Funny, for those of you who weren't here last week, Dazed was watching the stream 10 minutes delayed and wondering why chat wasn't matching what I was talking about. Presume that means FSG's trying to... Well, I hadn't thought about that. Perhaps he did make it a business trip for himself. Try and justify the extra few days out of the office he had while we were there. Wouldn't put it past him, he is an astute man. Not to be confused with a cute man, because, well, he's anything but. Not too bad. Good. I am doing good, Days. Doing good. Still trying to get back into the swing of things, catch up and whatnot, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Gotta love work meetings. Aren't they just the best? Just the best. Are you the great man who sends me texts about wheat prices? FSG trying to get more clients. Yep. Very good chance that's the case. Corpnut's driving the mulcher. There we go. So who have we got on the moment online? It was Hanson, Pro Farmer, Corpnut, Huron, and myself. Good crew. Good hard-working crew. You won't ask if wheat futures are still rising then. Right, we should be able to finish this without having to unload. And then what's... Just trying to look across here. Maybe... I don't know why that menu button's not working. Huron might have one more pass, I think. Ah, 2 more. Makes sense. Hey, nice farming. Thank you very much. Getting the stickers out. Appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. A few pounds of wheat there, isn't there? 99p. Probably a trailer load, is it? Unless wheat prices are really going up. Alright. Seeing he's made the effort to come over here, we will unload. We would have been alright though. That's a well-timed little Nightbot horse aggravation DLC. Next week it will be out. This time next week it will be out, in fact. So of course, if you don't have the season pass and you were interested in getting that pack, there's a link there for the Argsy Gaming channel. I'm just listening. Hanson's doing an ad for me in the chat. It's quite impressive, actually. I should record that and use it. But as you can for a lot of Giants partners, you use those partner links to purchase it and help support channels. So if it's not my code, make sure you do use someone else's. They have it's the new improved horses pack. I did say, are you taking the mickey because I said horse in one of my in my video, Yos? So I listened back to it after I'd done it and I was like, gosh, it sounds like I'm saying horse instead of horse. Need a lot of horsepower for the horse. Alright, that's us done. Finished. Finito. Empty. So I think, where's... Yeah, Huron's got another pass, so there's no point. No point in me doing one, because he'll end up empty down the wrong end. So let's have a look. Actually have a look there. What have we got? 177,000 litres? Not bad. You love the horse gear. Days just doesn't fit your current gameplay unless you get a self-propelled slurry spread again. True. Maybe you should. Is there? There's actually more than one pass there, isn't there? I'm gonna spin around. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll go down the end, because otherwise, I was just looking at the line there. There's more than a header width, isn't there? 1.5. You're insane. Well, I should have gone down the other end and driven back then. It was a bit foolish of me. Anyhow. In the right spot on our GPS course. There we go. That'll work. You thought about it, but you discovered the doors on the new BGA are too low for one arm, too deep into remake the whole building. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Didn't future-proof it enough for all different sizes of equipment, eh? Rookie. Alright. Oh, that's... Got it all. Holy moly, what on earth is that? We'll cut about there. That should be fine. Oh, in fact, you probably wonder what I'm doing. I'm going to cut a little bit less, just because I know that if I cut a full header width, I won't get the whole way back down. And I just want to make sure I'm not leaving too much for Huron. There we go. Do that. That looks about right. That looks about right. How are you, John Griffin? Great to see you. Welcome. So we've got a contract on 161. What is that? Cultivating, right. Don't even know what fields are close to us around here. What numbers are we around? 43, 44. If any of those hundreds need doing. 139. Harvest the barley in 139. That must just about be over the road, isn't it? Just down the road. Get this field all sorted out first. Because it still needs to be ploughed. And it will still need to be planted. So I'm sure we can find plenty of things to keep ourselves busy. Why's my chat disappeared? Try and refresh that. Nah, it's all disappeared. Am I going to subsoil instead of ploughing? Yeah, I think we are actually. I think we've got... Oh, I have to have a look. I think they've got a flexi coil that we can configure. I think this is multifunction, so we can actually configure that to... So it can be a subsoiler. It can do the subsoiling for us, which is handy. John, can you... Sorry, I see you were saying on Days server. What was your comment before that? Because for some reason my chats... I've had a refresh on my browser and it's disappeared, which it doesn't normally do. Let's see if we can do this. Smooth. Oh no, we did miss the piece. I'll go back and pick that up. Do we have a date on when Mrs. Argsy and Mrs. FSG are launching their combined farmings? No. No, if they were going to do anything combined, it'd be talk about Love Island or something like that. Mrs. Argsy wanted to watch some Love Island while she was there, so Mrs. FSG sat down and watched it with her, and it sounds like it's now a mother-daughter thing to do in the FSG household. Just that you need to sort your canola field on day service. Yes, John, we do. That's it's all harvested. It is all done, and there'll be a video out in the next few days on that. So we've harvested our canola, we've mown our grass, we've baled it all, and kind of getting ready to bunker down for winter, really. Not too much more to do on the server at the moment. Ah, the replanting of it. Gotcha. Yes, we do have to sort that. Need to figure out what we're going to do with that. See, Mr. CLP has a new series with his wife, which is fun to watch. Now shut up, John. How did I go? Did I give you... Oh yeah, not too wide. Just about perfect. Yeah, I haven't watched Penny Drop. Yes, thank you, John. Penny has dropped. You're on a couple of accounts there. Yes, Mrs. CLP. Mrs. CLP is a wonderful lady. She was at FarmCon too, and it was a pleasure to meet her. And I haven't had a chance to watch any of it yet, but after having met her, I can imagine it will be an absolute hoot. Start subsoiling, okay. I'm getting orders barked in my ear. So, other than always harvesting. Alright, park that there. Gotta do what I'm told. Do what I'm told, go and get the class. Yes sir, yes sir. That's all set up and ready to go, look at this. I got told to leave the harvester, I don't need to wash and repair it, do I? Boosting the viewers. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Hey, Incendiary, how you doing? Such a good girl and good on her for learning on camera. I'll have to catch up on it, I do have to watch that. Do have to see what she's done. Honestly, that was the highlight for me of the whole FarmCon was just how cool everyone was. Wives, partners, girlfriends, husbands, the whole lot. Everyone was cool. Bossy Danes, indeed they are. You know it. I know it. Alright. Subsoiling. Let's see if this is going to work. Oh, gosh. I was like, why is nothing moving? But it was a rather big lag. Alright. That looks... It's just, I'm just trying to concentrate on getting things set up there, so let's do that there. Turn my GPS on, make an A point. And there. Set that all up. There we go, pretty. Perfect. Right, up and going. Hey, nobody, how you done? Everyone got on so well. Yeah, everyone did get on so well. It was awesome. And I get split personalities, Legion. Back in Denmark now, sorting out a few of them for the foreseeable future. It's got to be done, doesn't it? Right, so that should, if we have a look here, we should be getting rid of the red cloud state. Just as we're getting the mulching and everything done as well. There we go. Perfect. Happy days. Let's have a look. How do we end up with what sort of yield info? Not too bad. This is a good chunk through that middle of that field, isn't it? Very good. $139. Let's have a look. Alright, so looking at buying that. I have lots of sandy loam. Is that the good yielding soil? No black soil, yeah. So loam's the best, isn't it? That's where we're getting that green. The challenge is to go and find a field full of loam. That one's terrible. Look at the silty clay. Oh. That's a bit of a challenge, isn't it? That would be a good plot based on that soil. A bit of paranoia going on. How much is it worth? It is 3.6 million. Ah, we've got enough to buy it now. Buy it today. True, need the field info. That's a good point. Alright, get turned around. I've got a very scientific eye. I can just tell what the soil's like by looking at it. Don't need to go and get soils testing done. Alright, back underway. Oh, let's tidy that bit up. Done. Off for now. Take care everyone. Don't forget to like the stream. Thanks for the reminder, Dazed, and thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Nice to see you. Have a good Wednesday. And yeah, like Dave said, Dave just told you now, don't forget to like the streams. Don't forget to. Don't forget to. Who let Legion in? Some guy called John invited him along. I'm sure you'd all notice the Logging League hat. FSG got a few of these made up, which is cool. Give me a little bit more of a wait before we get our finals of Logging League done. I think we're not able to do it this weekend, and FSG's away from next week for a couple of weeks, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But we're eyeing up a weekend later in about a month's time in August, so fingers crossed we can make that all come to fruition. Now there is a name and a blast from the past that we haven't seen around for a long time. Mr. Drummer Farms, how are you? It has been quite some time, hasn't it? How are you, mate? Always nice to see people you think of every now and then, and you haven't seen for a while. Nice to see you pop back up, so I hope all is well. No worries, Huron. Thanks for the help, mate, and like I said to you earlier too, great to see you back and around and on the server. In fact, you can see it in the text there still, it's the Hoff. Great to see you. But thanks for stopping in, hanging out for a wee while. Mr. FSG, how are you? It's a very nice hat, isn't it? A very nice hat. Although I was going to complain because there's a little bit of stitching right in the middle of the A. Like, look at my bad hat here. Can you see that? Oh, where is it? But hard to make up. Anyhow, nothing a pair of tweezers and scissors won't fix. Which means I've kept the good one up in the box and looking nice and pretty, unworn. Been doing good, really busy. I'll take it. I might have to take it back and hand deliver it back in person. Absolute disgrace. Despicable. No worries, Mrs. Sim. Yes, indeed, absolutely. We'll see me next week. And hopefully, I'll be streaming again on Sunday. Getting back into the regulars. For that, I'm looking forward to that one, actually. Still not 100% certain what we're going to be doing. Maybe. I'm hoping we might be able to have a play with the horse equipment before then. Again, another play, but we'll see. Oh, no. Another hat to collect. Just got the Argsy and FSG's one. Now there's Logging League one too. Is what? How many of these in the wild are there? 6. FSG, you've got a few. I've got 2. Kermit's got 1. Six in the whole world. Here we go. Hey Michael, how are you? Good day to you too, my friend. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, FSG. Everyone pointed out the reason you took me to a brand new distillery was probably to try and drum up some business. Made perfect sense. Business trip and all. Justify taking the day off work to go to a whiskey distillery. Research. In fact, I got a very nice tweed hat from the whiskey distillery, Steel Horse. I thought, I'm in Scotland, I need to get some nice Scottish tweed. And we walked around this town of Hoyk, which is quite well known for its tweed. In fact, we went into a tweed shop and had a look at the rugs and all these scarves and everything like that, and how nice they were. And I was like, no, I quite like the one that was in the distillery. So we went back, all the way back there, found the one in the distillery, bought it, jumped in the car, read the label, and it was made in Yorkshire. So it wasn't even Scottish, it was English. I was disgraced. Is that obvious? Yeah. I don't think Hamish has yet, but I'm sure one will have his name on it. Mark, definitely. Still looking forward to that multiplayer with FSG. Yes, it's going to be another wee while. It's going to be a wee while before we're going to get back to doing that, Michael. Surprised I aren't wearing it. I actually need to pull it out. Maybe it'll make an appearance on a stream soon. Have Hamish is waiting for him. Look at that. Hey, less than an hour ago this field was covered in soybeans. Do you get one for creating the logging league timer? Don't know, Mark. You should probably discuss rates before you do things. It's, if you've got more your negotiating powers are a whole lot stronger then. Very helpful piece of equipment though. It's been a godsend to make Hamish's job easier. That's for sure. Alright, let's jump in this pony and have a look. I'm ripping through it. Big cultivator, it's fantastic. Oh yeah, Yoss does need one for the website too, it's a good point. At least it was made in Yorkshire, not China. That's true. As FSG pointed out, Yorkshire's only just over the Scottish border too, so it's not too far away. Time to get off the bed, enjoy the rest of the stream. Looking forward to this weekend when you can watch the whole stream. Indeed, Mrs. Professor, it'd be great to have you there. Looking forward to catching up then, but sleep well and we'll catch you again soon. We already settled a deal for that. Built in a secret switch to stop it halfway through the final. Oh, could you imagine? Alright. Let's throw that down. I'll do a little pass across here as far as we can. Don't go over the bit that hasn't been mulched yet, we'll get in trouble. Carry on. Always lurking. Anyway, you are, Yoss Legion's not far behind. It's funny, Legion, I had just looked at that to see how many viewers there were at the moment and how many likes there was, and was just literally just about to say it was great to have you all here, and it'd be appreciated if you could hit the like button, so thank you for the reminder. So I think the conversation held before behind closed doors in Discord was we're going to plant some soybeans back in this again. So I don't know what everyone else is doing. Not sure whether they're coming down to start planting or what the story is. We are driving all over top of each other. There's people left, right and centre. I love the landscape on this map actually with all the 1-2-1s. Very cool. I reckon we might just about catch up to Corpnut there while he's mulching. Not going to be too far behind. He's going to get on some shorter roads now though. Should speed things up a little bit. What's happened to that light? Ah. Where's the button for it? Can't even find it now. There we go. I had I've got a little light, a very little light that runs off my laptop at the moment, and my laptop had turned itself off. Notice liftable pallets made it to the first page of most downloaded. Giants should know to include strength for consoles now. If that was the case, then all the people that are asking for courseplay and GPS and that kind of thing for console, they should be making that, but would be nice to have it as an option in the settings. You could turn it on and off, kind of like you can turn stones and those kind of things on and off, wouldn't it? Yeah, true. I mean, it is already there, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good point. It is. It's in the console. Just no shortcut for it. That's cool though. Cool that it's on the first page of most downloaded. Great success, very nice. Did you do? I saw you were going to do a little stream, little podcast. Yos, what was that about? Have you done that yet? No, it's tomorrow. 6 AM my time tomorrow. What's that, in about 8 hours from now? The Yos and Yaybot podcast. Welcome to the Yos and Yaybot podcast, where we discuss what it means to live a insert adjective life. We will play the game doing something easy and do some talking. Okay, go along in about 8 hours, and you can watch the Yos and Yaybot podcast. I was intrigued, it said it was number 6, but I couldn't find numbers 1 through 5. Or is that just a Yossism by saying it's 6 to make it sound more important, that there's already been 5 when there isn't actually 5? I can imagine that's something you'd do. And yes, that's a new word, a Yossism. Copyright Argsy Gaming 2023. Oh, look at those likes popping up to almost the same as the view numbers. Thank you very much. Hey Aussie, how you doing? Good morning. Hope all is well, my friend. Yossism is a mouthful, try Yosti instead. Look at that, planting. So we'll have one job left to do, which is rolling after this, I imagine. Seed hawker cart there. Toolbar, very nice. Getting some much needed rain, Aussie. Oh, that's fantastic to hear. Hope it hasn't come too late. Just having a look. Thanks for the Court Farms Gates tip. Honestly, a game changer. I've heard about this video that Steel Horse has done on Court Farms. I need to find it. Tip that doesn't need GE. Interesting. What have you done, Seal? I'm going to quickly clip through it. What have you done? You gone to the XML, animated objects. Increase the gate rotation and the animated objects. Very clever. Look at that. A gate changer. Very nice. Gate changer. It's a gate changer. That's classic. Have some gate in his puns. I can see a new YouTube channel coming up, the Farm Sim Gate. Might help some folk who are scared of GE but want to play title maps. GE's not that scary. It just makes me laugh, the people who try and take buildings out of GE and then they go and leave the animated objects, not the animated objects, the placeables XML, and they don't take that out of there. And they've already created a save game and they're like, why is it not working? And it's in the placeables in their save game. Alright, I'm going to get this a little bit before Hanson plants there, before I get told off for not doing the job properly. My pro farmer. Blame it on the OCD. Evening, Adam. How you doing, mate? Finally got a live one. Great to have you here, mate. Glad you were able to catch us live. Alright. Drop it there. Oh, look at that frustrating and narrow little strip we're going to get on this field. Yeah. Oh well, is what it is. Back to work. Let me know what you want done on the farm tonight, Argsy. If anything, yeah, I'm on the fence still, Legion, about what we do. Still on the fence. I won't be able to let you know. Maybe I'll log in after this and we'll have a look. I'll have a look and see what we might do with the planting and crop. We'll see. And Indiana Crane Stylo still tricking me. Shush. Be like the guy on YouTube who reviews sinks. So there was a on the news tonight, they had a cobbler in New Zealand who does hints and tips for people who are you know, for shoe care and things like that, and he's got over 1 million, he had 1 million likes I think on TikTok or one of the socials. Just got all these thousands and thousands of followers just because he gives all these short little hints and tips for caring for your shoes. -4 in Canberra. Ugh. I see we've got a couple of cold fronts heading up the country tomorrow. Starting tomorrow must just coincide with the FIFA Women's World Cup kicking off tomorrow. We're meant to be going to the game in Wellington on Friday night, which is Spain versus Costa Rica. And it's meant to be 9 degrees, a maximum of 9 degrees in Wellington on Friday, which means by the time the game starts at 7:30 in the evening, it's not going to be very warm. It'll be pretty cool to go and see some world-class football. Hey, Gaming with James, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you, welcome. I think we just have this continuous flow of people coming in and saying hi. It's very cool. There's something with the shape of this hat, FSG. My big head doesn't like. Hey Brittle, how you doing? So we need to try and encourage more of you to jump on the server as well. Feel free, join in. The Danes are on here frequently, so there's a good chance if you log in, there's going to be someone else playing. So don't think it's just a Wednesday night thing when I'm on here doing a stream. There's plenty to do, and there's often people around. I'm gonna try and get more people playing on it, because I think it could be pretty cool to have a full server every night. Be good fun. You wish you could borrow 10 degrees from Europe right now. But cold in your neck of the woods too, Strody. Right, are we going to get this all in one pass or not? Yes, we are. Oh, that worked out right. That worked out good. I'm just getting the waft of freshly baked bread. I've put a loaf of bread on in the bread maker for the morning, and it smells delightful. Where did I get wound up about that? Was that with you, FSG, somewhere? I said something was delightful and I got told I've been spending too much time in Europe. Or England, or Scotland. What was it? It was when I was with your parents, wasn't it? Bex took the mickey out of me. Yes, delightful. Very delightful, Matthew. Smells delightful. It was. I'm trying to remember when it was. Was it when we went to that pub for dinner? Can't remember now. No, you know what it was? It was your mum's jam. Your mum's jam was delightful. You're in Yorkshire, Australia, 15, windy and wet. That's what we were talking about before as well. We were watching the news and they were talking about the European heat wave, so I had a look to see what the temperatures were where we were. So Munich was looking pretty toasty and Scotland was looking pretty cold. I think she was laughing at me before I said that though, FSG, so I don't think that counts. Most satisfying thing you've watched all day. Well, I'm going to take that as a compliment, Adam. I'll take that as a compliment. I don't know whether it's the only thing you've watched today or whether you've been stuck in front of something utterly dreadful, but I'll take the compliment. Right, oh, GPS bug. Managed to save that just in time. I'm trying to remember who did that pig food truck. It's alright, I'll send you the link for it. Or I'll share it somewhere. Or you can go back to it. Or you can go back to our last Hannah video and download all the mods. Give me a hint. You teach preschool, but it was a compliment. Oh, appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it, Adam. Thank you. Oh, we didn't quite catch up to Corp. He's managed to get his mulching finished by the looks of things. There he goes. But you can see the rollers rolling. The seeder's seeding. And the cultivator's cultivating. Well, the cultivator's actually subsoiling, not a slacker like. Thank you, Corp. How wide is that subsoiler? Twice as wide as half of it still. If that's helpful. It is 24 meters. It's good in. It's good in. I don't know whether it's a mod hub one or not. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick squiz while we're driving here with no sound. Let's see. Oh, there's more Flexi's written in. Oh, it's FlexiCoil ST820 multifunction by Hispano. Yes, it's a mod hub one. Even better. So Argsy, how do you get on the server? Adam, you join the Discord server, which is !Discord. This is a PC only map, so if you're a PC player, then you'll have no issues. But once you're in Discord, there is a one of the channels is all about the multiplayer servers, and particularly the Huron County server, and in that there's a post that links, shares the server details and where to download the mods, and you can download all the mods at once and things like that. So too wide for court farms. Yeah, it's the pin post in the top of the Huron County general chat. It's the easiest way to find it. Trying to figure out if you could hitch 2 of them onto the tandem thing you saw on Mr. Sealy P's this morning. How wide was the maximum you could do with that? God's chosen people, you mean PC. I hear ya. Although in saying that, my first experiences on Farm Sim were on console, which is why I still stick to using a controller. But I'd struggle to go back and play on console again. Too spoiled now. In fact, I did, right at the end of FS19, I did sort of half a dozen videos playing on American Life Farming by Lancey Boy on console as a sort of console series, and it was definitely a different way of thinking and doing things. It's good fun though. Yeah, by all means, if you can't find anything, just drop us a note in Discord or something like that. Someone will be able to help you out and show you the way around. I think the largest is almost 12, so we'll probably do 2 12 side by side, right? Didn't get a wheel on last week's Prime Day. Nah, I didn't, Mark. I had a very quick look, but I couldn't, because we don't have Amazon natively in New Zealand. It's in Australia, but and it just got too confusing. And I've actually been having a look at the Sim stuff again and trying to build up a Sim package. Perfect little spot right just next to my desk. If I move the desk along a little bit, it'd just sit in there perfectly, I reckon. We'll see. Not enough room to sleep in though, and divorce would probably follow it pretty quickly, so might not be the best thing. Simrig. So, devil's advocate FSG, have you thought about how many hours you've sat in it versus how much you paid for it and converted that to $2 per hour use? Simrug for the Simrug. Wasn't able to fit it in your carry-on? No, unfortunately, still. Unfortunately not. About 960 pounds an hour. See you, Corp. Catch you later, mate. Have a good one. Cheap. Some would say a bargain. About how much your rent is. Come on, I must have spent enough time in it to lower that down, didn't I? I actually thought about it afterwards. I was watching the Formula 1 the other day, and I was like, gosh, we should have done a lap around Silverstone. That would have been a good lap to do a benchmark time against for both of us. Bathurst was getting the better of me. Bathurst was. Only just. I reckon if I had a few more hours in it, got a little bit more familiar. Why didn't I try and do 2 barrels at the same time? I'm just talking with the guys in Discord. Yeah, so those bales, so here's a little secret, the bales they had at FarmCon for the bale stacking, they were hay. They'd wrapped hay just to keep them looking nice and tidy. So yeah, I did see them lifting 2 bales at once with that loader and that piece of cake. But I did, and it was one of the questions I actually asked the guy when we were doing it, and it would have lifted 2 silage bales, but it was hay, so. Low 6s or high 5s, Argsy. I didn't get anywhere near that. It was the V8s were difficult. I actually did quite a good time. I was quite happy with the time I did in the GT3 car. I was pretty impressed with that, but the V8s were just, it was just another whole other level, getting used to those. Pretty cool though. Haven't got the bill for the usage yet, Jason. No, not that. You do Toyota Timers injury, yeah. I was more curious from a weight perspective whether it would be too much, because there was no weight and there was nothing on the back of the tractor. But then I'm used to doing front loader work with the little Ford 4600 open cab or open station ROPS bar, and that's about it. Fanatic force feedback is a different level to bet. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. I've actually been looking at the Mozza stuff, reading comparisons around the Mozza versus the Fanatic stuff. And then trying to decide whether you go to something like the sort of higher spec stuff, or sort of the entry level for those brands, and then look to up spec again in the future. But I don't know. It might never happen at all either. Might not happen. 2 bales weigh about 1.5 ton. Yeah. So I've had 1.5 ton of concrete pavers on the front of our John Deere with the forklift on it, and let's just say the tyres, there wasn't much air between the tyre and the bottom of the rim. It had all gone to the top. They look pretty flat. But it handled it alright. Alright, done. Gonna get this tidied up and put away. I do still have 20 more minutes. take me 20 minutes to clean the clean this down, give it a wash down. Make sure it looks nice and tidy. Check out Boosted Media for some great reviews and tests of the mods. Ah, cool, will do. Because that's one of the other issues. You can't buy Fanatec in New Zealand directly. There's a place in Australia you can get it that apparently ships to New Zealand, but and I know plenty of people in Australia who I could get stuff shipped to and then shipped over, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. There's no New Zealand wholesalers, or they don't distribute to here very easily. Need water in the back wheels to pick up, right, as a counterweight, isn't it? Right, let's go find a pressure washer. I say I like this farmyard better than the Spring Creek one. Pressure washer, pressure washer, pressure washer. There's one. I had to laugh FSG with your contractors series where you said the first thing when you started washing all your equipment is how much you love what everyone knows how much I love washing my equipment. It gave me a proper chuckle. That was all for me. You said the same thing about it too, Aussie. Funny. Unsubbed because washing. Not dirty in 18. Right, now where's the workshop? We got a workshop. Looks like that's the workshop. We got a workshop trigger in there. I just oh, I can't look at that. What just happened then? Come back to where I want to be. Alright, we'll repair that. So do you want to change back to a cultivator too? There we go. Customize it so it's a cultivator. Done. How's the tractor looking? Oh, better do some repairs on that too. Happy days. Now, where does it go? Who knows? Big shed on the right hand side as I'm going up to the farmyard. I'll figure it out. Alright. This shed up the front here. Back it in. We'll drive it. We'll go and do a UE. Saves the backing in. If he was serious about his financial challenge, he would have used a sponge. Yeah, don't have much money, but we've just gone and bought a brand new pressure washer. Alright. Oh. Tons of room. Where do the tractors go? Probably could have left the tractor in there too. Alright, big tractor stays in the shed as well. Go put him back there. It's funny because the guys can hear me on stream because they're watching the stream. And there we go. And there we go, done. Done. Aussie called you out very early in the did he? Took you back to the beginning of the Bulls Gap days where FSG made a comment, if you wash all the mud off the tractor it could fall apart. Too true though, too true. It's probably copied Scroft. Oh my goodness. Alright, everything's put away in here, nice and clean, tidy, done. Got lost. Got lost. Right, so that field has gone from being mature, ready to harvest soybeans, to being planted with soybeans again. Full circle in less than 2 hours. Excellent. So let's have a look. What have we got in the way of crops and things like that? Lots of dried corn, so that's not bad. Lots of soybeans up there now. Decent amount of straw as well. So it's starting to get a little bit of value in there. Good fun. Get her off, got some AI images to generate. Love your day job. Nice. Excellent, mate. Excellent. Work with AI during your day and then you scream at AI when you're trying to play Farming Simulator. Love it and hate it. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out, and catch up with you again soon. Yeah, so where are we? July. I think we're in March at the moment. So, sunflowers. January. Straw in January. Lots to do. Yes, make sure you catch FSG carrying on with his million chicken challenge, where he has a mass order from KFC. There's a worldwide global shortage of chicken drumsticks at the moment, and he's trying to single-handedly fix it. Alright, grab a couple of screenshots while we're here. Hope you did your makeup, Hanson. One of those kids from Hanson sings his best bop. Should get rid of the name, shouldn't I? Get closer. There we go. Some marketing photos so I can do some little flyers and encourage people to come play. Indeed. The craziest of crazy Danes. Here you go. As you were, carry on your work, don't let me get in your way. Noble goal. Right, well, I mean, we're a little bit earlier than normal, but we're pretty much done. I don't think there's anything else to do. Everything else seems to be growing, so I think we might just wrap the stream up a little bit early. I can go to bed. Get a decent sleep, but we will be back on the weekend. I'm going to definitely find some time. And buy that field. I'll leave that for you. You can buy the field. Yeah, we'll definitely be streaming on the weekend. Sunday my time. Might even be a little bit earlier than normal. I'm not quite sure yet. I just need to figure some things out. We've got football training again because we don't do enough football around our house. But one of the boys has got football training on Sundays now too, so we might have to just juggle things a little bit to work around that. But we will see. We'll figure that out. And no doubt just keep an eye on the channel and there'll be some notifications up for when we are going to be live. But otherwise, it will be a little bit quiet on the video side of things for the next little while. I'm just trying to get back into the swing of that, and it's been a little bit difficult. So we will, though. There will be more videos. So rest assured, I'm not going anywhere. I will still be here. But anyhow, thank you everyone for hanging out. It has been a blast. Great to have everyone on the server tonight and be able to turn that around because yeah, it's fun. It's much more fun doing multiplayer stuff when there's more people, and hopefully we can get more people to come along and join us any time of the week. So yeah, anyhow, that's enough rambling. You guys stay safe, enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll catch you again very soon. See ya, bye.